Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, March 30th. We're running out of days in March. I can't believe it. April's around the corner. It's time to get your motor running and head out on the highway. That's the lyrics to a particular song, because the Corvettes are coming to town. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Steve Kime. Grab a cup of coffee. Join us for a great show, because we're going to talk about Corvettes. We're talking about giving back to the community. And Jomara, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Steve.
to see you.
Yes, hi, I'm Jomara Ortiz, and we're coming live to over 14,000 homes in Enid. Remember that you can also watch us online as we live stream around the globe via the World Wide Web. This is Good Morning Enid.
And it's time to rise and shine. Out on the farm, it's wide open space, it's clear, you can see all the bright.
Oklahoma receives a real ID extension through June 2017.
If you're in your 30s or your 40s, for example, you'll just want to show up at 4:30, but we do encourage you to purchase a
A ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down.
Just send us an email and we'll be happy to share.
Hello.
Hey, Derek. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
It's Thursday again. You know what that means?
Yes, sir.
It's time to rise and shine.
I'm on my way.
Good morning, Jomara.
Good morning. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Kevin.
I'm on my way.
Kevin. Good morning, Enid. 7:31 on this kind of, it's spring, but it's kind of a blustery. The wind's blowing out of the northwest around 18 miles per hour. And for our friends out at Vance, hang on, because that's a strong northwest wind.
Yeah.
44 degrees, a wind chill to 37 here at springtime. Welcome to Oklahoma. Back and forth. High today is going to be around 59 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky. However, Jomara, we received about, depending on the area here in northwest Oklahoma, 2.5 to 3.5 inches of rain.
Well, that's really good. Much needed.
Much
rain.
needed.
Yes.
Excuse me. Let's take a look at some of the statewide temps across the state, and you will probably see how, excuse me, strong that wind is, because out in Balco, and where they got some much needed rain, 39 degrees this morning. So, and Boynton, big city of Blackwell, home of the Blackwell Maroons, 44 this morning. And so you can see our temperatures across the state. So for a spring, March 30th, we're in our 40s. Big plans for the weekend for you and your family?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
I'm guessing we always have something to do, so yes.
Does it depend on the 3-day forecast?
Let's see. Let's see.
If there's big plans, you don't know about it,
I don't
right?
know them yet, right. As you can see, this weekend is going to be partly cloudy most of the weekend. The highest temperature will be on Saturday, 69 degrees, and the lowest temperature will be Sunday night, 45 degrees. Enjoy the good weather. It's too cold for my taste, but hopefully we'll get some rain.
You're that island girl, right? You're from Puerto Rico and the island. You always want that breeze. Well, if you're heading out to the bus stop or walking to the bus stop this morning, let's take a look at what doesn't look that good for this March 30th, as in 44 degrees. As I mentioned, the wind chill's 37, 38 degrees. High is going to be, again, around 59 under a mostly cloudy sky, so there's going to be the moisture in the air today. It's going to feel kind of like a November type day here on March 30th. So that's the weather forecast at the bus stop to help you prepare for the kids going to school today.
Yes, bundle up. It's
Bundle
cold.
up. Yeah. Okay, it's 7:34. Thank you for joining us on show number, what is it,
114.
114.
Yes.
So we've been doing this for 3 years plus, so we appreciate the opportunity to come in your homes every Thursday morning. Well, I always look forward to finding out what took place overnight with the news, and the way to find that out is to listen to the bow tie guy, and that's Derek Silas with the Oklahoma Minute.
Oklahoma receives a real ID extension through June 2017. And Oklahoma natives and country music
Cow hooves are making a trail in Enid. In celebration of the Chisholm Trail 150 celebration, City of Enid public work employees paint hooves to mark the trail locations in Enid. From 1867 to 1877, more than 3 million head of cattle passed through Oklahoma to Kansas. April begins the celebration. Friday, Creative Arts Enid will hold its monthly Lunch and Learn, a free event where the community is invited to the studio to learn about local artists, inspiration, and techniques. The event will begin at noon. And Sunday, April the 2nd, the Enid Police Department and Animal Control will host its annual rabies vaccination clinic from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center located at 111 West Purdue. Are you a writer, or do you like the power of the pen? Well, the Enid Writers Club will present a day of writing, a free writing event from 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, April the 22nd at the Enid Public Library. And in sports, last night, Oklahoma City Thunder got a win over Orlando in overtime, 114 to 106. And tomorrow, they will play against the San Antonio Spurs in Oklahoma City at 7 p.m. On this day in history, in 1981, President Ronald Reagan is shot in the chest outside a Washington, D.C. hotel by a deranged drifter named John Hinckley Jr. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Stephen Jomara.
Wow, where does time go? 1981 that happened.
Wow.
Doesn't seem possible. So, did you notice that the Chisholm Trail was behind the bow tie guy this morning on the Oklahoma map?
I didn't. Let's look at that.
We've got to figure out how many miles that
There we
actually
go.
is from the Red River all the way up to the Kansas border. I don't know if that's 300 miles. I know it's 390 some miles across east-west across Oklahoma. But anyway, if you look at the bow tie guy, look over his shoulder next time, you'll see the Chisholm Trail. And we're excited because there's many communities in Oklahoma that are a part of the 150-year birthday anniversary of the Chisholm Trail, and Enid is a big part of that. So we're excited. So, okay.
Well, as always, if you have any questions or pictures that you want to share with us, send them to gme@enid.org.
Questions on why we do this show and stuff like this.
Well, or any activities that they want to share with us. Anything happening that we haven't picked up just yet. They can send us that information at gme@enid.org.
And that's very true, because there's a lot of things that we know that's going on in the community, just kind of like the Corvette event, or Corvettes of Enid has their annual event coming up. We'd like to know some of the popular events that take place in the Enid community. And so when we hear from you, it gives us an opportunity to bring you to the round table, but also to share your story with the community. So we desire to hear from you. So. And
speaking of events and what's taking place, let's see what's happening this weekend or this coming month with at the Enid Event Center. And to tell us that, here's Kevin Brinsky.
Ton of stuff going on here at the Central National Bank Center. Come on down, see us, and get some tickets for any of these great events.
Stephen Jomara, we are in the star dressing room here at the Central National Bank Center, and in less than 72 hours, this is right where Jeff Foxworthy will be sitting. One dressing room over, we're going to have Larry the Cable Guy, as Saturday they bring their tour to the Central National Bank Center featuring Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy. 2 shows, a 5 p.m. show, an 8 p.m. show. Look forward to seeing everyone here. Tickets are still available, cnbcenter.com, or stop down and visit us at the office. It's a busy April here at the Central National Bank Center. After we have Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy, we also have Open Heaven on April 8th. It's a worship and praise event put on by a lot of the local churches in town. On April 22nd, we have the Land Run Beer Fest featuring tons of craft beers from throughout Oklahoma and Kansas. And then we wrap up the month on April 27th with the American Made Tour featuring up-and-coming country stars Justin Moore, Lee Brice, and Brett Young. You don't want to miss it. And then we kick off May with Decades Rewind, a tribute to music from the 60s, 70s, 80s. We got something for everyone coming up here at the Central National Bank Center. You don't want to miss out on it. cnbcenter.com, 855-TIX-ENID, or come down and see us in the office. And it all starts this Saturday here at the Central National Bank Center, where you can see 2 of the greatest comedians, Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. Until then, we'll send it back into the studio with Stephen Jomara.
Very good, Kevin. Looked like he finally woke up. He woke up after all. He was having a tough time to get in with the program.
Yes, he
We
did.
appreciate that and exciting some of the events that are coming up. Okay, with food on my mind, or I'm always looking for my next meal, let's take a look at the school menu and see see if I'm going to visit the schools or not today.
Well, today they will have pulled pork sandwich, celery stick with wild butter, fresh baby carrots, pickle spear, fresh orange, and milk. And for tomorrow, they'll have chicken taquitos, chili cheese, refried beans, fresh broccoli, pineapple tidbits, and milk. Have you tried the wild butter?
No.
It's pretty good, actually. It's a soy paste instead of the peanut butter. It's pretty good.
Okay, I kind of like the real deal peanut butter, even though I don't recall the last time I had peanut butter. So, well, we've got a special guest coming to the round table. They're going to talk Corvettes, or vets as they say. But before we have our special guest this morning, let's take a look at this video on Enid on the Move here at 7:40. Good morning, Enid.
Now, what about if you're just starting, you're thinking about saving money, and
Good morning, Enid. Holding steady at 44 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. As I was coming to the studio this morning, it was kind of sprinkling a little bit. It was throwing rain at me, or drops of rain, because the winds were out of the northwest around 18 to 20 miles per hour. High today 59, so it's not going to warm up too much. And it's probably not convertible weather today. But anyway, welcome to the round table this morning. We have our good friend Chuck Pritchett. Chuck brought us all vets today,
morning,
correct?
Chuck. Welcome.
Good morning, thank you.
You did bring us all Corvettes today?
Yes, we got Corvettes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's several.
You'll have a difficult time getting into a model, but we do have
Okay.
Corvettes.
All right. Thanks a lot. He is our local comedian, so we welcome Chuck to the round table.
Thank you.
Well, Chuck, there's an event happening this weekend, Saturday, April 1st. Can you tell us about this event?
Yes, it's our annual show at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center, and it's our 25th anniversary expo, and we'd like to have everyone come out. Doors open at 9 o'clock in the morning, and the show ends at 4. So.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to the beginning, Chuck. Tell us, how did you get involved in Corvettes? This had to start years ago, so why Corvettes?
Well, years ago, that's right. In about 1953, I was living in Wichita, Kansas, and they came out with the first Corvette, and I just happened to know someone that bought one. And from then on, it was Corvettes.
Yeah.
Wow.
53?
1953.
That was the first year of the Corvette.
First year of the Corvette. They
Okay.
were all the same color, polo white, with a red interior, and there was 300 of them made.
And how many exist today? Do you know? Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
Okay, I was just curious. That wasn't a question on our sheet today, but I was just curious. So if you have one of those, let us know,
lot.
right? Yeah, a lot. Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Well, there's way over 1 million. They just, some of you may know that the Corvette Museum is in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and that's also the manufacturing plant at the same town. And they, I can't remember exactly what year, had a sinkhole in the middle of their museum.
I remember seeing that on the news.
And they resurrected the millionth car produced, which was back in the 90s. And they managed to get that up out of the sinkhole.
I remember seeing that picture on the news.
So we know there's more than 1 million.
With those cars that just sunk down. Okay.
Wow. Now, Chuck, what type of Corvettes will be on this event on Saturday? Do you have an idea?
Yes, we have probably all Corvettes, at least from 1957, will feature the 7-year ending number 7, 57, 67, 77, 87, and so forth, clear up through the most current one, the 17. We'll feature those cars in a particular area of the Expo Center, and everyone can view those and take a look at the migration of design, power, and everything.
Well, Corvettes of Enid is coming to Enid again this weekend, April 1st. Can't believe it, April 1st. April Fool's is already here. 25th anniversary, Chuck. You've already mentioned the location and time. Is there a cost associated? Family's going to show up and see these Corvettes. Is there money
yes.
involved? How's that work?
Well, we are all about giving back to the community. And so we do charge $5 for adults, $1 for children, and all the military in uniform are free. But the money that is derived from the show basically will go back to the community because we've been supporting the Garfield County Child Advocacy Council to a great deal, but we give a lot of money to YMCA, YWCA. In this most recent year, it's been one group that has popped up in Enid, and that is Ainsley's Angels. And so we give a lot of money to different organizations throughout the year. And in that last year, we gave about $7,500. In the years past, we've given as much as $10,000. And it's just all based on how much money we can make at our show.
Okay.
Now, Chuck, if an organization would like to benefit from the proceeds, how does this work? Do they contact you guys ahead of time? They submit maybe some information, background information of why they should be a recipient, say,
Sure.
of this grant?
Because I don't think a lot of folks know that you just mentioned this long list
Right.
of beneficiaries of your
Yeah.
event. And folks may have thought, oh, this was just a one benefit, but as Jomara said,
No, it's
how do they get on the list?
Well, it's ongoing, and I think that what they need to do is have a representative from the organization make a presentation to our club.
Okay.
And we have a club meeting once a month, and it's on Thursdays, the third Thursday or the first Thursday usually of every month. So they can contact one of us at the telephone number that's going to be published, or we go on our website at corvettesofenid.com.
Chuck, real quick, you've already mentioned this is the 25th anniversary for the event. How has the event changed from 25 years ago to April 1st coming up?
Well, it's changed a great deal. Number one, by the amount of money that we can give back to the community, but the advance of the technology and automobiles all around has just been super. And the Corvette basically has been one car that has been giving back a lot in the price of the car versus what you get as far as technology, speed, comfort. And the comfort has really changed in the last 20 years. And from 1997, when the first C5 came out, and until today, everyone is really amazed at what comfort we have in those automobiles. So it's a great deal.
Interesting.
Great, great. Now, Chuck, going back to the event that's happening this Saturday, April 1st, who can attend?
Okay. Anyone can attend,
Yeah.
particularly if you have a Corvette, bring it in. There's a slight entrance fee.
So my 67 Dodge is not going to allow me to
You can bring the Dodge, and we'll use it as something different than a show
door
car.
stop or something? Okay.
Are there
All
any
right.
free rides? No? Rides not included?
Maybe, money always talks. But no, really, seriously, the event, we'll try to get most of the cars in on Friday and Friday afternoon and evening. And the participants, it's a show and shine event. And so the cleanest cars will get the best trophies. Now, this year, because it's the 25th anniversary, we're going to be able to give the first place in each of the classes a event jacket. Now, that's worth almost $100.
Nice.
So it's going to be a little different, and then there'll be trophies given for the rest of them. Now, we have T-shirts for sale.
Yep, there we go.
And here's the T-shirt, basically.
So how do we get a hold of one of these T-shirts, Chuck?
Just come out to the Expo Center on Saturday and come on into the show, and we have them for sale.
Okay, cost you a few dollars to get to the show. $1 for kids. Military was free, right, in uniform?
In uniform, right.
But then this is an extra...
$20 for a T-shirt, all the way up to XXX if you need it.
XXX, that's a gorilla size, as I would say.
Yeah, it's a gorilla size.
Okay.
But we do have that, and we will also have some of the apparel and items from the Corvette store in Bowling Green, Kentucky for sale.
Well, thank you for bringing those commemorative jackets for all of us today, Chuck.
You're welcome.
You're so gracious as a guest. We just appreciate the extra large or the gorilla size for me. So we got to go. We're out of time. Doesn't it go quick?
Yes.
Chuck, you're always a great guest, and we appreciate what you're doing in the community. And if you have an extra Corvette, Jomara is interested.
I would love to drive it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So have a great event, and that is Saturday, April 1st, Corvettes of Enid. It's 7:51, holding steady at 45 degrees on this Thursday. And Chuck Pritchett, Corvettes of Enid, here at the round table this morning. Well, special guest, or not guest, but employee, Linda Parks is retiring after 44 years. And we have a little special tribute to her. We'll show that to you right now. Good morning, Enid. Thank you for staying with us on this Thursday, blusterous, kind of windy, overcast, misty kind of day today. And that last photo, Jomara, of Linda Parks is how I remember Linda Parks. You know, she's just always so helpful, pleasant smile, and just professional. And there's a reception for her today at Convention Hall from around 11:30 to 1. It's kind of a come and go event. So if you're watching our show this morning and you have some free time during the lunch hour, come by and wish Linda Parks well.
Yes.
44 years.
44 years. Happy retirement, Linda. Thank you for all your hard work.
Yes.
Yes. Well, to tell us what happened overnight, here is our bow tie guy, Derek Silas, with the Oklahoma Minute.
Cow hooves are making a trail in Enid. In celebration of the Chisholm Trail 150th celebration, City of Enid Public Works employees paint hooves to mark the trail locations in Enid. April marks the beginning of the celebration. And Friday, Creative Arts Enid will hold its monthly Lunch and Learn, a free event where the community is invited to the studio to learn about local artists' inspirations and techniques. Sunday, April the 2nd, the Enid Police Department and Animal Control will hold its annual rabies vaccination clinic from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Chisholm Trail Coliseum. And in sports, last night, Oklahoma City Thunder got a win over Orlando in overtime, 114 to 106. And tomorrow they will play against San Antonio. It will air on Fox Sports. On this day in history, in 1981, President Ronald Reagan is shot in the chest outside a Washington, D.C. hotel. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Jomara.
Thank you, Derek. Lots of information.
Very good. I'd like to remind you, if you can stick around this morning here on Channel 12 or High Definition 112, and also, as Jamal said earlier, we're live streaming around the globe on enidtv.org. Yeah. We have a special interview, had the privilege of visiting with Dr. Nancy Curry Gregg. Her husband is an Enid High School graduate. They came back to Enid here recently. They're all part of restoring the observatory at Enid High School. Had the privilege to sit with Dr. Gregg. She had flown 4 space shuttle missions.
Wow.
Pretty impressive young woman.
Impressive, yes.
And that will be at 8 o'clock this morning on City Connection. So I encourage you to hang around for that.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the Corvettes of Enid on Saturday. But let's look at the weather for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, see what kind of weather that the Corvettes are going to bring.
As you can see, it's going to be partly cloudy all weekend long. And the highest temperature will be Saturday, 69 degrees. Lows will be in the 40s, mid-40s. So bundle up. It's going to be a cool weekend. Hopefully we'll get some rain.
Kind of looks like that wind's going to be there.
Yes.
So, because right now we're holding steady at 44 degrees. Wind chill, believe it or not, is around 37 because our winds
very
are
cold.
out of the northwest, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Well, it's 7:55. Thank you for staying with us on Good Morning Enid. It's time now to bring back Kevin and talk about entertainment in Enid.
Stephen Jomara, we are backstage here at the Central National Bank Center. You can see on the wall next to me some of the great names that have been here. Little Big Town, Alan Jackson. Adding their name to this list Saturday, going to be Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy here at the Central National Bank Center for 2 shows, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Tickets are still available. cnbcenter.com, 855-TIX-ENID, or stop down and see us in the office. And that just kicks off a great April where we have Open Heaven, a worship and praise event on April 8th. We have the Land Run Beer Fest on April 22nd. We have the American Made Tour on April 27th featuring Justin Moore, Lee Bryce, and Brett Young. And then we kick off May with Decades Rewind, a tribute to the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So you don't want to miss any of it. It all starts here, Central National Bank Center, this Saturday. Jeff Foxworthy and Larry the Cable Guy. And until then, we'll send it back into the studio to you, Stephen Jomara.
Kevin, great job. You can tell he's a former broadcaster, can't you tell? Well, he's always a broadcaster, but he does a great job for us. 7:56, I am sporting, along with my car shirt, or my Corvette shirt this morning, dog leash.
So you're up for adoption.
I'm up for adoption, I guess so. But you have been very gracious to help us. At 249-4910, you've had the opportunity to adopt some. We've had great success here recently. Thank you for helping us out. We've got a video we want to show you. And again, encourage you to continue to adopt some pets.
Yeah.
And we've got a special dog here this morning, and you get a leash with that. And so we'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Charlotte, and this is Russell. Russell's looking for a new home. At Enid Animal Control, we have lots of pets looking for a new home. Come visit us at 1200 South 10th Street.
Okay, it's time to adopt another pet. 249-4910 is the number to call.
Yeah.
And who's our lucky contestant today, Jomara?
Well, our lucky contestant is Wishbone. He's a mixed Jack Russell Terrier, and he's 8 months old. I'm too excited to present this puppy. The cost to adopt is between $90 and $100. He's a playful puppy who loves squeaking toys, and the cost to adopt covers the price to neuter and the rabies shot. Also, you get a free leash, as you can see. Derek is sporting that. Courtesy of the Girl Scout Troop 3024 Juniors. They made leashes for the doggies, so when you adopt them, you can walk them home. So Wishbone.
Okay, very good. Thank you for joining us today. Make it a great day, everyone. Good morning, Enid.